Hey guys, this is Noisy Boy 305, bringing it to you loud and proud. This is just a quick video on my tips on how to beat the Burnt Ivory King. Now I suggest first of all, before you come down here, you have the chance to get 4 Elim Lois Knights. I managed to get all 4 of them. But you don't have to get all 4, you can solo this, but I suggest getting at least 3. It just makes fighting these guys so much easier. Alright, we'll start with these guys first. You can bring in a shield. I did bring in King Vendrick's shield, only because it blocks 100% physical damage and it has 85% resistance to fire. And as you can see all around you, there's fire. And also in this fight there are a few pyromancers. You won't be able to see them from time to time. There's a couple of them around anyway, so yeah. So usually you can just block their attacks if you need to, if you're melee anyway. If you're a ranger, you know, bow or caster, whatever. Usually if you stay at your distance and just try and fight them, they seem to be fine, but if you're a melee guy like me, they tend to all want to fight you at the same time. Like you can see here, I think I've got 3 of them on me at once. So just be careful for that, you know, move around a lot, do your thing. Obviously look for places to heal up or pauses in the fight. Alright, now the actual fighting itself. I suggest if you do see a pyromancer in the distance, I suggest taking them out first. Only just because if they're just picking you up from a distance, they can hit you with fireballs and you won't even see them coming because you're being attacked from both sides, just like I am now. So like I said, always search for those pyromancers if there's one there. You're going to get hurt, so you don't need those dudes throwing fireballs at you from a distance just like that. They don't take off much damage, and if you have fire resistance here, it's not too bad, but at the same time, it's just one thing you don't want to worry about. When you kill a certain amount of those burnt knights, you freeze up their walls, so hopefully if you do it as quick as possible, you can try and keep all your knights. Like as you can see here, I've only got 2 of them. It's probably not too bad, like come on. Alright, and that's pretty much about it. Pick your times, try to stay spread out, don't try to bunch up. And yeah, take out the pyromancers first. Well, those are just my tips for that one anyway. Also, when the Burnt Ivory King comes out, I do know that he is, he can't be blocked when his sword isn't buffed. He does buff his sword, but when it isn't buffed, he can actually be blocked. So bear that in mind, bring in a shield that has a 100% physical resistance, and yeah, you can actually block him. I only blocked a couple of his attacks and I only had 1 knight left when I come through here, so it's not too bad. I wanted to fight him alone, but you know, having a guy just watching your back is pretty cool. But you know, just look at that. It's just, this boss is probably one of my favorite bosses in the game. Just for the fact, the lore behind him. Also with just, you know, look how cool he looks, and even coming out of that fire, it's pretty epic. Kind of reminds me of, you know, Lord of the Rings. You know, Sauron, stuff like that, and it's just awesome. He does come at you pretty quick, you know, almost like Sir Aloni, but probably not quite as fast, but he does do some pretty devastating attacks. Yeah, pretty much just tank and spam. Wait for those little dodges, try to get the timing right, not like me. See, just there, almost died. Also pick out your attacks like that, you can actually, you know, heal. But then sometimes he does these kind of things here, and this is when he buffs the sword and it just becomes extra long, extra strong. And like I said before, you can block those attacks, but since it's buffed, it will still hurt you, so bear that in mind. And there is, he does do an attack where he goes to stab you, and it'll pretty much put you in the air. In a lot of ways, this guy reminds me of a quick version of the Pursuers, but see how those attacks, when he jumps in the air, he delays himself that much that, you know, it just puts you off. But as you can see, I'm doing a fair whack of damage to him. My Mirakuma is lightning enchanted, so I'm not actually quite sure what he's weak to tell you the truth. I'm not sure if it's fire, even though this is like a fireplace, but my guess would have to be lightning. That would be my guess. Since my Chimera is infused with lightning, it's still going to feel like damage, so... Anyway, if this video did help, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And as always, guys, stay noisy. Pump it up. Yeah!